I was just wondering about your point about women having lower intelligence and everything.
Women having lower intelligence. You do. Smartest niggas are men and the dumbest niggas are men. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Wake up.
Perfect.
Yeah, here we go again. Okay, I have questions about that. Why do you believe women are less intelligent
Don't believe it. It's a fact.
than men or deserve less opportunities?
We don't believe it. It's a fact.
Because men are just better than women at almost everything. Now,
Okay,
with
no,
that
no,
said,
no, wait, no, okay.
with that said, now, on average IQs, men and women are fairly equal. But if we're going to
Yes.
go ahead and look at the people that, you know, and I've talked about this earlier too, most retards tend to be men, but most geniuses also tend to be men. So we dominate the extremes on the positive and on the negative.
Okay, where is your evidence that most geniuses tend to be men? Are you sure it isn't
On the
just,
bell curve.
like, you trying to, you know, not let women...
Let me see if I said it right. Bell curve. There you go. There we go. See? Dumbest niggas is men. Smartest niggas is men. Y'all are like right there behind us. Almost. But no. Fortunately not.
be in like the
That took me 5 seconds, guys.
leadership jobs? Like
I mean, it's just
you
a
said
fact.
earlier.
Most geniuses are men.
No, but you said earlier that, you know, men are natural leaders. And
Yes.
They are.
leadership is not something you're born with. It comes with your prefrontal cortex. Men
Right. But when you're born, you learn from your father how to lead because you watch him lead.
and women have identical prefrontal cortex.
Stupid.
Okay, so a component of leadership is strength. And unfortunately,
Physical strength,
yes,
sure.
that is a component of leadership because guess what? The monopoly of force, a lot of the times, is going to dictate. That's a heavy factor whether if you're going to be a leader or not.
Okay,
and
so do
unfortunately,
you
women
think
don't have the monopoly of force. You
if
guys have to
I'm-
use other men to go ahead and get your whim pushed forward.
If you think I'm trying to be in, you know, a role in society that's moving society forward, because you said women don't do that either, that I have to
Not the same
physically
level as
fight
men.
other people to do that. You're talking about physical disadvantage.
Yes.
In terms of being a leader, like in the world and in jobs.
Well, that is an important component to being a leader. You do need to be physically capable to some degree. Every
okay,
revolution,
but I'm talking about emotional.
every revolution was led by men, not women, for a reason.
Yeah, because men didn't let women be part of it.
Thank God.
Have you ever wanted to see your home
And then the ad.
with this
Yo, who
free
planned this
satellite
ad?
maps tool?
Hell nah.
Right.
No, thank God.
Because we would have fucking been
why do I
losing.
want someone on the side of me that's like going to be emotionally erratic, going to be weaker.
I disagree that women are more emotionally erratic. Like men throw fucking. Sorry for cursing. I
No,
don't know
you're
if that's
fine. You
loud.
can swear, but there's emotional erraticness right there. But like the point I'm trying to make is,
There's
if you've noticed,
emotional eradication
if you notice,
everywhere.
all the women that like, if you notice, like the guys, they quietly waited in line, but it was the women that like screamed out, like so triggered. Do you notice that earlier?
No, I noticed also plenty of men screaming out. You're making stuff up.
No, when they were waiting in line, it was the women that screamed out in line and like just left, got pissed off.
Okay, and they may have had class or something. I was standing over there with a group of guys literally just screaming their heads off. I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
I
in the
didn't- I
crowd.
didn't hear them, and they weren't waiting in line like the
you're
women were.
using anecdotal evidence.
No, but I'm saying like the women were waiting in line trying to talk, and then they just got frustrated and just screamed and walked out.
As
None of the
are
guys did
men,
that.
I've been the one waiting in line.
Sure.
I've seen plenty
You're not
of
a retard
men
like the other
leave,
ones.
too. Okay, but you just said that men were more commonly.
The guys that were waiting in line is my point. The guys.
He literally just said you're not a retard like the other one. And she tries to say, well, I thought you said men are more commonly dumb. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
None of the guys that were waiting in line were screaming out like idiots. The women were.
Okay, I was in line, and yes, they
Yes,
were.
and you were calm. I didn't hear them scream out like the women did.
Okay, I did. I'm in the line.
bitch said, I did. You know she capping out her ass, capping out her fucking brain right now.
Cap.
Your anecdotal evidence doesn't even apply because you weren't even there. I don't know the point you're trying to make. What
Okay.
I'm trying to
Go
say
ahead.
is that women are not less intelligent than men and should.
That is a fact. Nigga's not saying that because he's bored. I just showed you the fucking curve, nigga. What do you mean? Oh my goodness.
Deserve equal opportunities in like the workplace and in everything.
It's a simple Google search, guys. I promise you. Niggas are not withholding this information from you. Niggas aren't hiding it. You niggas are just dumb. That's the problem. You niggas are fucking stupid.
Like you said, when they're in school, they should prioritize having a family. Why doesn't that?
Why
fall
should they
on the men as
deserve?
well?
Why should they deserve? Why don't they earn?
They do earn, but
A lot of the times they don't.
okay, sure.
We
a lot
lower
of the
standards
times
for them
they
all the
don't.
time, and that's the problem.
Physically, maybe, but I don't believe like.
That's a problem.
Okay, and I agree that women are physically less strong than men, and I concede that entirely. That is a true fact. But I don't think that has anything to do with whether or not women can be in certain jobs that aren't physical or be just as smart as.
Jobs that aren't physical, right? That you don't need to be strong in and sit behind a desk and nice and cool ear. It's the jobs they have, which is why they don't contribute shit. 'Cause that's the jobs they have.
As men.
Look, are women capable of doing certain jobs alongside men at a high competency? Of course, but the majority can't.
And like,
And
Let me put it this way: if niggas were to disappear tomorrow, every nigga on earth disappear, snap of a finger, Thanos disappear tomorrow, women would start to die out within the first couple months because niggas would not be able to figure out the infrastructure, the engineer, none of that shit. Well, let me not say they wouldn't be able to figure it out. They would be able to figure it out, but they wouldn't be able to get enough women to figure it out to lift the heavy machinery and do all the heavy shit to get all the shit fixed in time to fix everything. So niggas, they would start dying out. If women were to die out, right? Say if women just, everybody died and niggas didn't have to fuck anymore to keep reproducing. Niggas just busted a nut and the baby would grow. We would still be here. Niggas would be thriving, actually. I think niggas would be thriving. Especially if you just had to bust a nut real quick. Shoot some shit out on a piece of paper towel and go about your day and the baby grew. Or in a cup or some shit, nigga. Niggas would be thriving, I think. Actually, I know. Niggas would be thriving. So, yeah. That would be the whole point of what she was talking about.
Why
That's
do you
my
think
point.
that?
Like an average guy, right? An average guy is going to be significantly better than a top tier woman or be competitive with the top tier woman. And that's my point.
Intellectually, because I highly disagree.
Well, physically,
physically, sure.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That's the only thing you're going
Okay,
back
yeah,
to.
because that monopoly of force is super important, and women tend to forget about that. Like all the rights and all the privileges.
Like the only reason you could come up here and talk is because a nigga fought for your right to do that.
That you enjoy are because men are defending it, not women.
Okay, because yeah, men were the only ones allowed to be in leadership positions when those rights were made.
And now, what do they do now?
That's the
Well,
whole
even
point.
What do the women do now? They're allowed to do it now.
even now, like the rights that you enjoy are still enforced by men.
Yeah, because
women only have rights and
assholes
privileges
like
because we
you
give
are
them to you.
saying that women shouldn't be allowed to enforce them.
Because they can't.
Okay.
Because they physically can't. See how it all comes back circle? Like everything that you enjoy is by men.
I think you're talking in circles.
Because you don't make sense. Like you're making the argument of like should, could, and woulds. I'm telling you what is. Women enjoy rights and privileges because men fight to defend them for you. But women don't have a monopoly on force, men do. So the society that you enjoy is propped up, created by, and protected by men, not women.
Okay, created by, because back then women weren't allowed to help create it because of people like
They
you.
still
Who cares? And that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't defeat the argument, though. Just because they weren't allowed. Now, what kills it even worse is they can. Like, her saying that doesn't defeat the argument. Because we still only have the monopoly of force, regardless of even if they were allowed to or not. If we were, say we gave women, hey, y'all could, they wouldn't, y'all couldn't. When you're just not physically, you're just not physically stronger than men. It's impossible. But we gave you the rights. We gave you the permission. We said, go ahead, be an engineer or whatever. Bitch is behind the desk. She don't want to be no fucking engineer plumber, nigga. She don't want to be fixing on cars and shit. She don't want to be carrying no heavy ass electricity generator for a dam, nigga, down to the sewers. She don't want to do that shit, nigga. She want to sit behind the desk, text her friend, and call. Girl, let me tell you what boss just did. Let me tell you who he just. That's what they want to do. They don't want to fucking work, nigga. If you think a bitch want to work, you're fucking stupid, nigga.
People don't create anything.
They
Despite the
try
fact
to.
that they're more educated, they still don't create anything. Men are still the majority of inventors. Men are still building in the majority of the buildings. Men are still the majority of construction workers. They're majority of STEM. They're the majority of everything. So despite the fact that women are more educated and go to better schools and graduate at a higher rate, etc., men are still dominating a lot of these fields that keep society going.
Okay, if women are graduating more and getting more educated and yet men are still having these fields, I think you're proving my point.
Yeah, because women, here's the thing, because they go into stupid jobs. They get useless degrees.
They didn't do this
underwater
at the job
basket
interview.
weaving. Like, if I guarantee you, if we looked at like what the women are majoring here, it's a bunch of dumb shit versus what a lot of the guys here are.
Average. So you niggas. Registered nurses, teachers, and administrative support roles. Common occupations for women in the U.S. Registered nurses, teachers, and administrative support roles. Okay, let me think about this. If I don't have a nurse or a teacher, do my lights cut off? Fuck! Oh! Fuck! Do my lights cut off? Fuck! Do the internet stop working? Fucking shit! Can I not eat? Fucking shit! Fuck without them teachers. God damn it. No. And that's the whole point that Myron is making. Even with the abilities, they still don't go into infrastructure, construction, engineering, STEM of that nature. They don't go into them jobs. They don't want that shit. Okay?
Majoring in probably will help them get a job.
Okay,
because
well,
men
I'm glad
are held
that's
to a
your guess,
here's the
but
reality.
I'd like to see your evidence
Men are
for
held
that.
to a way higher standard than women are when it comes to being an earner, and we have a proclivity to work harder than women do. This whole
I
wage
think
gap myth,
something
it's a lie. Women earn less because they deserve less.
I do. Women do not deserve less, but
Yes, they do.
Women do not deserve less.
We
They
are
earn less
talking
'cause
in
they deserve
circles.
less.
I think we can agree that we disagree, but thank you for debating.
Bitch didn't have no good points, didn't make no sense at all. She just kept saying, well, they didn't have the chance. Bitch, they do now. What are we saying now? Didn't finish it. Can't finish. I would play my nigga Kev.
Fatality.
I need to get my fucking
That's
trumpet.
fine. On average, they take more vacation time, paternity leave. They work in jobs that are stupid. They don't have as much hours work. They don't work as hard. And they don't go into fields that pay as much. That's just the reality. Women would rather be in an HR office somewhere firing a black guy for being an idiot than necessarily doing any real work.
Hi, Myron. I'm here to talk about your perspectives on women in business and their role in like the corporate world.
In the corporate world? Okay.
Yes, and that specifically in business because I'd like to
They shouldn't be in business. They should be in the kitchen. That's the whole point.
use our own Darla Moore as a example of why women can create impact and change.
Who's Darla Moore?
Darla Moore is the founder and funder of our business school. She funded.
Is she a Jew?
What?
Could somebody do an early life for me real quick?
Okay.
The homies over here.
So
She a Jew?
Darla Moore, I mean.
This nigga's stupid. Coach. There we go. This is what I want to see. To Eugene and Lorraine Moore. Methodist Church. Isn't that? I think that's under Christianity, right? Methodist, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so she was a Christian.
And then how'd she get her money? Did she get it through divorce or endowment? Or
No,
like,
she flipped businesses that were led by men and actually
Flipped businesses that were led by men. Huh?
created them into an economic and prosperous business.
Wonder
And
where
that-
she got her money. Because
Okay.
all the richest women typically get it through divorce or somebody dying.
I'm not
or
gonna
trust.
get rage baited by
That's
this,
fine.
but I'd also like to point out that that people like you are the reason why we don't prosper in terms of our GDP and our economic potential, because minority and women-owned businesses, if we actually gave them the resources and they weren't being constantly systematically challenged by people such as with your beliefs.
Nobody's challenging y'all. Niggas are giving y'all the resources. The fuck? Did you not know what affirmative action DEI was?
They would contribute into $3.9 trillion. But, and also I'd like to go on to your point that women are too emotional. Can you give me more of like a reason on why you think that?
Well, women tend to be emotional. It is what
Why?
it is. Like, there's a
Why?
bunch of different reasons.
Why?
But let's
Biologically.
go. Hold
Give
on.
me a reason. What's
Let's go
the
back to
chemicals?
Let's
Give
go
me-
back real quick because you made the whole comment about like women being more in business is a good thing or whatever. I mean, look, we can always like cherry pick and find examples of what it is. We can make the argument about Cracker Barrel, right? Like I said earlier, they changed their design because of a woman, and their stock went down like 50%. Or we could talk about
That's
Gillette.
because they pissed off a bunch of racists.
Who gives a fuck why it happened? A bitch fucked they shit up. That's what I'm saying. Niggas could, if you want to nitpick the certain instances, sure, you're gonna find one where it's bad. You're gonna find one where it's good. I'm gonna tell you generally what women want. Goofball.
Oh, now it's a bunch of racists. What about people that just...
I mean, I've been to Cracker Barrel. That doesn't make me a racist, but a lot of people think it's a woke agenda. Maybe that was just
Yeah,
more of a
that's-
marketing
yeah.
or a consumer choice.
Yeah, and here's the thing, like, people are just tired of the woke agenda is my point. So this stupid woman with glasses decided, let's go ahead and change the legacy logo and make it more, not
But like,
a guy standing there.
do you agree or
And
do
they
you not
lost a
agree
bunch of
that
money.
there is
So-
potential economically for not just the business world, but for the United States?
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about economic potential if they aren't fucking Americans to be potentially economically with? If all you bitches is working, who's having the kids? The fuck? Or are y'all just having the kids and work? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, no. I would rather be more sure that our race is continued than potential economic benefits from women working.
Women in business have resources if we let them in these leadership positions. Because I just gave you the analytics. I gave you the data.
See, you gave an example of one person, and I'm telling you, well, here's
That's
another
not
woman
just
in a
one person.
position
I'm
of power.
saying that if we
Here's
fund
another
these
woman in a position of power
minority-owned
that
or
made their
women-owned
stock go down like 50%. Or Gillette, how they had that stupid masculinity commercial, which a woman went ahead and led that one, by the way, and they lost billions of dollars as well. Because the woke agenda tends to appeal more to feminist mindset, because women want to go ahead and equalize everything for everybody. And now you're talking about
Unequalized.
GDP.
Give me
Here's
an
the
example
thing.
of unequalized.
China is growing faster than everybody else, and guess what? Women are second-class citizens. So if we fucking go ahead and continue to allow women to be, have this egalitarian society where everyone is equal, and we're going to keep pushing porn and women being whores and pushing for education, China's going to overlap
Why do you
us.
label
And
every
that's-
woman as whores?
That's what they push. They didn't label them. That's just what they push. They push for you to shake your ass and be whores. That's literally what they tell you to do.
I didn't say every.
That's like your main point when you make arguments in terms of this is why women need to be in these subjected positions. They need to be in assistant positions because I feel like you need to diversify your perspective more into that women, like, for example, like, I don't go out and party every night, okay?
Yeah, but a lot do.
You're right. That's you. You don't go out and party a lot, but that's you, and niggas are. That's what the culture is telling niggas to. That's what society tells bitches to do, is go out and have fun. That's what old bitches tell bitches to do, is to go out and have fun. So it's like, great for you, stink. Like, great for you, sis. You don't go out and party, but you one out of let's see how many bitches in America. In the U.S., let's see. That's 1 out of 171.77 million. You having everybody baby, bitch? Are you gonna be having everybody baby? No. Okay. So it's like, great. Good for you. You don't go out and party.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that's not everyone. And just because you think you can take away
lot of girls do.
resources, and what?
Well, being a whore is bad.
Okay, can I ask, are you in a relationship? No, you're not.
Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
I'm a woman, a professional womanizer.
Anyways, let's go
going
on
back
to
what I
like.
was
He
saying.
said I'm a professional.
Back to about
No,
the
hold on,
women
'cause
who
the
can lead
thing
in
is that
corporate
you brought up the thing-
positions.
You brought up
If
the whole thing. You brought up the whole idea of like, oh yeah, we need to put more women in business, blah blah.
We do,
What-
but we have people like you who think that the hormonal cycle can influence the changes that we want to make in companies or just our decision-making process. But that's not true.
Yeah, well, it's not just
by
that.
your
it's
logic.
not just that. I think again,
Okay, go
putting
ahead.
women in just because they're women and like we care about women's opinions is the problem. Look,
I'm not talking about
if
DEI.
women are
I'm
competent-
talking about women who
Yeah,
can
sure,
work for
sure,
what
sure.
they, do.
But if we got a female that's competent that can actually contribute, great. But the problem is that we don't put women in positions because they're competent. We put them because we want some tits in the room. So that's the problem. And the other issue also is that if we're going to go ahead and talk about like GDP or whatever, like I said before, China's our biggest competitor. We need to stop wasting time defending the Jews and focus on fucking China.
And we
the
could do
reality
that if we
of why
actually
China's
funded
growing,
businesses that
the
were
reason
led
why
by
China's
minorities or
growing
women.
is because they don't give a fuck what women think. Okay, that is why China's
And
growing
this
at an
is why
exponential
we
rate.
could actually be number
is why
one in the
Asia is
world.
so-
if we-
Erratic right here. This is what emotionally erratic right here. Starts screaming into the mic because she wants herself to be heard and doesn't care about the conversation.
we didn't have people like you
Hold on.
constantly.
This is why Asia is doing pretty damn well with innovation because they tell women to shut up.
Okay, and I like I said, I just gave you the statistics of if we didn't tell women to just shut up and stay in their place. But I'm curious on like why do you buy?
We don't. What the fuck are you talking about? Who the fuck tells bitches to shut up and stay in their place? Niggas in the red pill. That's it. That's like 1% of niggas. Everybody else is no. Let them do whatever they want. You have fun. Be you. Like, what is she talking about? She don't even make sense.
I logically think that women are only good for sandwiches, birth giving,
Yes.
being quiet in the corner
Yes.
of
Yep.
like, a corporate
Perfect.
environment.
Perfect.
Why?
Perfect.
That's just what you.
That's,
That's what God made you to do, nigga. Go when you read the Bible in Genesis. It says he made Eve to be a help me. He didn't say he made Eve to go start a fucking business and learn how to be the best business bitch in the world and boss babe independent. No, he didn't say that. He said go fucking help Adam.
I think that's what they're good at. I think all
Like
the guys
why?
do
Though? Why? You don't have any biologically, yes, men are stronger and obviously I can't
And
fight
better
one
than
of those
everything else,
dudes.
pretty much.
But in terms of like your justification is because they're more emotional, and I'm guessing that because that comes from like what? That's what my question is. Why do you think that? Not from just like
Okay, here's how we can tell women aren't better leaders than men. Okay, what woman-led society has stood the test of time? Somebody tell me. Go. Right, exactly.
ideology that women can't do certain things because they're women.
I'm just going off biology that men are better than women at almost everything. It's
But
just the
you
truth.
can't give me a reason why, which that
I just
you
gave it
suck
to you.
at debating.
It's
You can't even give me
biologically
actual
the
facts.
truth is the truth. Like,
There's no truth because you haven't backed it up by data or analytics.
okay, how about this one? Do 20 push-ups right now.
I'm not.
Okay.
Cooked.
No,
Exactly.
that's
my
a-
point.
That's
my
irrelevant.
point. You can't even do 20 fucking push-ups, and most
What
women
does that
can't.
have to do with what I can
So
do
the-
in a business
because the fact that you can't do 20 push-ups.
What does? How many do you?
Because look, the fact that you can't do 20 push-ups and the nigga that I'm hiring can is the difference. We gonna have to make you do 5, and that's the problem because we just hiring these bitches because they women. We not hiring them because they could do the 20. We hiring them because they bitches. Like you said, we want an extra pair of tits in the room. That's about it. That's what she's not understanding.
Hold on, it builds upon itself.
When
So
I'm
here's the
applying
thing.
for a job, do
The
they
fact
ask me
that you can't
how
do 20
many
push-ups.
I can do. No, they don't, which means it's irrelevant to our debate.
See, this is the problem, right? Women aren't able to like come to logical conclusions after like starting somewhere. So let me go ahead and help you here. Let's start from the beginning. The fact that you can't do 20 push-ups means you're physically inferior. The fact that you're physically
I didn't say I
inferior
was
means that someone has to
physically- of course
protect
I'm
you.
Oh my God! Can you shut the fuck up? It's so annoying because like she yells and when she started yelling, niggas shut up because you can't have two niggas yelling on the mic. You might as well just let her finish. This nigga starts going. This bitch just starts talking again, like erratic, emotional.
From the people that are physically superior.
I understand.
That's a man.
I
so
think
the
you're
man
not
has to
listening
protect
to
you
my
to be able to
point,
go
and
ahead and say
you're
the
kind
dumb
of
shit that
going
you're
into
saying right
circles.
now
I'm
because
saying
you can't
that
even
you-
defend your
I'm saying
positions
your claim
physically
is
at all.
automatically
That's my
not
point.
justified, nor is it
Monopoly
right.
of force runs society.
you're not giving me a justification on like what I asked you, why do you think, not because of push-ups. I don't know why you're laughing. I don't know why you're laughing, because just because I can't do 20 push-ups doesn't make me.
That wasn't the point, dumbass. That's how you know you can't come to logical conclusions. He used the push-ups as an example of something that you can't do, that the man that you want to beat out can.
A productive worker
Stupid.
in any type of like workforce.
Well, here's the point. I'd rather hire a fucking dude that can do the 20 push-ups and be just as productive as you. Bam. There we go.
Okay. Come do 20 push-ups, girl. Come on, Watts.
I can do 20 push-ups. She about to sweat her shit off right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm about to say
All the way down.
14, 15.
All the way down.
Oh, they're getting a little shaky.
18, 19, 20. So how about
Ooh, she had to come up off that 20. Ooh, 21.
fit in the workforce? Do you think she can actually?
No, see what's the funny part is she struggled to do the 20 where the nigga would have pushed the 20 out. Why would I get a bitch that's gonna struggle to do these 20 when I could just get a nigga who's gonna push these bitches out? She was. Like, come on, bro, chill out.
Working in the workforce?
Dumbass bitch.
No, still. No, still.
She could definitely come make me a sandwich though, type shit. Ah!
Now, you know what's the interesting part? She probably goes to the gym all the time, trains really hard,
Yeah.
goes super hard, but like some fucking fat guy
And barely can do 20.
here can probably do that 22, probably with less struggling.
Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make. An average guy, because she's gonna be like what, a top 1% girl fitness wise? Some regular fat dude could probably do 20 as well.
See this guy right here? He was actually the one yelling the whole time. Yeah, now he doesn't want to come to the stage.
So
I'm here to fight for a different reason, but I can't do 20 push-ups.
Anyway.
But I think.
Yeah, we know.
Like I think we should.
look, again, I'm going off of biological fact. I think men and women aren't
But
equal.
I think when you
Women
say
are-
biological fact, you're not exactly. You're giving me like in terms of like strength, muscle definition, etc.
Yeah, that's all
We
fact.
all know that's a basic. Like, of course, I know that I'm not going to be like whatever his name over there is, who can't even apparently do push-ups. But like, I know he's probably stronger than me by weight, clearly. But I'm just saying, like, well, don't even get me. You're misogynistic. Like, please. Anyways, all I'm saying is that, honestly, I don't care. Like, I mean, bro's telling me to do push-ups. Why can't he do push-ups?
Why do you want him to do push-ups? Bitch, you do the push-up.
You're the one asking me to do push-ups. Anyways, I hope that I'm not about to get. I'm not really. It's hard to like kind of rage bait me right now, but.
Yeah, we
I'm
cooked
not
you already,
exactly
girl.
Rage baited. He hasn't even like proven my point, and neither can any of you.
He already did. He cooked you like a billion times.
All right, thank you.
all right.
All right, chat. That was a nice little focus. That was a nice little debate. I like the white guy that came up. He was talking about Israel. He was a good debater. He wasn't too much of a crybaby. He was doing a little bit of crybaby shit, but I liked him. Everybody else is really crying. But yeah, we will get right back. We will finish that on Wednesday, y'all. Yeah, we had 2:03:44, so we just got an hour left to go. So yeah, we will basically finish that Wednesday, so we can get that out the way. I appreciate Uncensored for letting us even use this video to fucking react to. But yeah.